guy here. Here we go. There's the back. Bringing it up. That's not too bad. Okay, let's get that sound going so you can hear me. Alrighty, so what do we need to do? We need to grab this body, and we've got that body. We need to get in there and drill those holes. I've got the drill bit too. I've got black hardware. It's got Mr. Glynn's Cruel Mistress vintage telly pickups, brass saddles, bone nut. It's all good. Where the weed at? What's going on? Thank you for the follow. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Who? Okay, so that's that guy there. But that's to show you that copper-looking red cedar when it really gets polished up. It really looks copperish.
Come here, little guy. Come here, my little boy.
To go on top. So that's what we did there. That back's going to be sensational. That is so smooth. Very, very smooth. Ha! Absolutely. They are drums. They're percussion instruments as well as stringed instruments. They can be used. Welcome everyone. Monday, new week. And we continue. How you all doing? Hope you had a good weekend. I know it's still Sunday for some of you. What's going on, Terry? Good to see you. Leslie's here as well. Who else have we got? Terry and Leslie at the moment. Carrying the flag. How are we doing? We're carving necks. So we started this one the other day. We've got some transitions in there for the headstock. We've got some transitions there for the heel. And we're going to continue to carve that guy, get it to the shape we want, so we can start finishing things like fretboards and getting the ends tapered and shaped. Doing well. Excellent. That's what I like to hear. Always good when you're doing well, Terry. Makes me relieved and happy that you're doing well. We need more wellness in the world, I think. It's always good to be doing well. Okay, so let's go to the bench. Let's quickly get things moving. I'll show you guys where we're up to. We've got a couple of coats on this guy. So there's our body there. We still need to cut some holes out here, get that all marked out. We're going to do that as well. Line up things there. We need a channel in there. This is Terry's favourite part when we're drilling holes. She likes to drill holes. We've done the holes through the cavities there for the pickup, so that's something that Terry doesn't have to worry about. The other guy, of course, is this guy here, which is the neck we're carving now. And we need to finish doing some black midnight blue faux binding around there. Then we're going to work on the burst on that guy soon. We still need to drill another hole in there for the control. We've got the jack done at the back there. We've got everything else pretty much done. Of course, we need neck alignment, holes, etc. So we're going to do those as well once we get that neck sorted out. I'll move these out of the way, and then we'll get started on the carve. Let's get going, shall we? Phone again or not feeling great? Ooh. Oh, that's no good. Hospitals are no good. Okay. Let's carry on. Oops. Okay. Switch it over. Let's get started. There we go. Let's strap this guy down. Now, last time we got the first bevel done on both sides. We've got to mark this guy out and do the next layer. So we're going to take it down a little bit further. I'm just going to double check the depth of this guy. Make sure we put in a line where we don't want to measure the depth of that. Pretty sure the truss rod for that guy is about 9 mil deep. Let's have a little look, shall we? Grab one of these truss rods. I'll just measure that out. We want to make sure we get that guy right. What have we got here? We've got, it's actually a bit thinner than I thought. Okay. Normally allow about 9 millimeters. Just going to measure this. Oh, that's plenty. We've got plenty of that. So that line's pretty good there. Leave that there where it is. Do one on this side. Go about 11 just to make sure. All right, let's get down to the next transition line. We're going to take another quarter off. So, and we're going to take it down to that line there. Take off that big, all that. If you can see that. Okay, let's strap this on. Down to the bench here. Let's clamp that up, as they say, and we'll get some stuff done here. Might get a bit lower here, gives me a little bit more control over the top. Grab some clamps. How many clamps do we need, Terry? All of them. No, not all of them. I know that you're tempted to want all of them, but we're not having all of them. Just enough. The answer is just a few. One there. One there. That ain't moving. Grab our shinto. I might put on my little hankprin. Hankprin. Lin, in the house. Aloha. What is going on? Good to see you. The hankprin, that's it. Putting it on. Better do my shoelace up too before I trip. Terry, do I do my shoelace up? I do my shoelace up. There we go, it's better. Okay, let's get going. Shinto. Bigger chamfer, bigger bevel. We're taking more and more of that squareness out and start to get that roundness. Get those corners out. one side, flip it over, yeah, flip her over, flip it over, there we go, this side. Okay, another bevel gone. Grab our round. Work this guy a little bit rounder around down these corners. Like so. Scoop them out a little bit more. Okay, that's good. Let's mark out the centre line now, the permanent centre line. When I say permanent, it's an indicator of where we must not go, no man's land, as they say. Let me grab a pen. Go straight down the middle so it just stands out. That's our point where the truss rod's going to be, so we don't want to touch that quite yet. Just going to go a little bit either side of that, just thicken that up. About a 1/4 inch, so about 1/8 of an inch on each side. That gives us a good boundary to not touch at this stage. That's where our truss rod is likely to be sitting in there, right? So we want to avoid that for the time being. We want to take all this other crap off. So one more, almost all the way to that. Alright, we're going to take all this away now. Last bit of bevel there, go all the way down to pretty much almost the fretboard. Another 1/4 inch. Mark these transitions here. Baked wild salmon with crab toppings, either acorn or butternut squash with a salad. That is awesome. Lynn, you're making me hungry. It's Shinto time. Absolutely, it's Shinto time. Okay, I'm going all the way down and almost to the middle, guys. I like using the spoke shave. We're going to do that. We're going to use a spoke shave to thin out the bottom. I'll show you. That'll make light work of it. We can get one of these necks carved in about 45 minutes to an hour. I'm planning to make it 35 to 45 minutes with the use of a spoke shave. It's going to save me about 15 minutes. Still listening and watching though. That's okay. Lynn, listen and watch. Listen and watch. It's all cool. And we like a little bit of spoke shave action, don't we, Terry? Isn't it time we started using all the other traditional tools? Isn't it time? We need a new command for the spoke shave, like spokey time or spokey dokey or something like that. I know you'll come up with some kooky command for the spoke shave. Shave it all. Just shave it all. Leave nothing left. Yes, use all the tools. Absolutely. Huh, I love it how you get enthusiastic. It's so funny. Round about this time, what we do is we take a profile to see how that's shaping up. So let's get our little profile tool and take a little bit of a profile shape and see what that's looking like. Where have I got that little tool? It's in here somewhere. Where is it? There it is. This little guy here. We want to take a profile and see what that's looking like. It's spoke shave time, absolutely. So let's have a look at that shape. Right up at First fret. Doesn't look too bad considering we've got a long way to go. That ain't bad, it's getting there. We're going to put the spoke shave now and get that nice C shape. Let's check the middle. Okay, getting there. We're not too far away. Right down the end here. Okay, it's consistent. Nice C shape, very round, very consistent, not bad. Now, we are going to take some thickness off this. So I'm going to measure where I think the truss rod is, the bottom of the truss rod, which is about there. Okay. I'm going to measure that around about there. I'm going to draw a line across here. Same on this side. And we're going to cut down. We're going to cut down to that depth here and here, this end and this end, and then we're going to spoke shave the rest. Okay, let's do that. Here we go. One side at a time, of course, and then we'll spoke shave both sides. So, first things first, get this depth correct. So we're going to go down until that tip of that saw touches those two guidelines on either side where we don't want to go any deeper. Just go straight across, check the horizontal cut away. We're nearly there. About 1/8 of an inch deep. Almost there. That's about right. Okay, that's one end done. So that's our guide, our notch, our depth notch, if you like. Do it this end now. And then we'll spoke shave. Shave it all off. Obi, what's going on? What's going on, Greg? Good to see you, man. We're just notching and putting an index, depth index notch at either end, and I'm going to spoke shave this guy to the thickness that we want. Yes, sirree. That's what we're doing. I hope you will. Okay, let's go. Okay, we're there. There's our height, our thickness. Double check that with my calipers. This is not radiused yet. I'm just taking a rough cut. Way too thick, about a quarter of an inch too thick. 27. It is consistent though, so the notches are the right thickness. That means we can go straight across there and take all that off and then round that over, and we're good to go. Okay, so the key here is to get this guy mostly down to that level and not touch the middle until we're ready. So spoke shave. We have a spoke shave here. It's on a mild setting. It takes away a shave thickness of around 0.5 millimeter or a 32nd of an inch. Very fine. Hey, what's going on? Eric, good to see you, man. Okay, let's start. Beautiful, long, fantastic curls. Look at those curls. Lovely curls. Makes light work of it. Good sharp spoke shave, you can't beat it. We're going to look at the shape now. Compare the two halves, the two hemispheres. Let's have a look at the difference of that shape. So if we just take a rough cut at the back, it looks pretty symmetrical. Just falling away a little bit flatter on this side. We still need to take a bit more off there. But if we look at the middle, you'll notice the shape change. So we're going from a really high, thick side to a more gentle, flatter C on this side, and then we're going to match that up now. So we've done that side. What I need to do now is hit this side and make it the same. And then we can do the middle. Starting to look like a neck now. Is it not? It is. Okay, let's check that profile now. Nice. Okay, we've got a nice flat C. Still a little bit chunky, but not as much of a baseball bat as it was. Right down this end. Okay, so we've got some consistency there. You keep working on the transitions now. Get them smooth. And blend them in. Got to blend them in. Blend them in. There we go. Need to turn this over, transition this side, and then we can sand it and get it to thickness. Let's double check this thickness. It's still a little bit of thickness in there. Got to take some more out, but slowly we do it now. Transition that a little bit carefully. Get that volute nice and smooth. Get this volute down this end or this heel nice and smooth now and even as well. transition this. Cut away, fall away. Nice and smooth, that's good. Just got to get this flat end here tidied up. Keep the edges straight without losing the shape of that edge. Get that scoop flat, but don't lose that straight edge, right? We don't want to round that over. We want it to be as straight as we can get it. And that's where we use the different sides of the round or the half round file to dictate where we transition and how aggressively to transition those lines. Okay, there's a little point there. Just going to work on that. There we go. Should nicely fall away. To the depth that we want. Transitioning onto that. There we go. Side's nice and smooth. We'll take some more out of here. That looks pretty consistent. Okay, we've got some height issues here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark. Okay, that's going against the grain. So let me flip this over. I'll mark the center line again just to keep reminding me of where that truss rod is, and that should be the highest spot. Right, it's the highest spot. We don't want to touch that line. Protect that truss rod cavity. Let's flip it over and go with the grain. Measure the thickness of that neck. 27 before. Sorry, 27 is 26. Still got to get a bit more off that. It's nice, and 20, it's 28 down that end. Okay, we've still got a bit more to go with. We've got to do some sanding too, don't forget. Let's check the shape. Rough. Nice. Okay, looking good. The important thing is to stay consistent, nice and symmetrical. Okay, a bit fat at the back there, D. We're going to take some more off the edges there. Get access to that corner. Just shape that corner a little bit. Let's have a look at that roughed out. It's almost there. We've got a little bit more thickness to go. We're going to sand some now. I just need to take a break, straighten up. So, that made light work of it, didn't it? Starting to look like a neck. Okay, we've got a little bit more to go here. It's a bit thick on this side. I can actually see it's thick on both ends. Got lots of work to do back end here and a little bit on the front end. We're pretty much right around about the 7th fret. Just scoops up a little bit there. So I've got to work on this end and on this end, massively on this end. So that's what we're going to do. Let me just measure the thickness right through here because I think at fret 3 or 4 it's pretty perfect. See, fret 1's a little bit on the thick side. It's 20. Hang on a sec. Reset that. Fret 1, we're looking at 27, about 3 millimeters too thick. Remembering that this fretboard isn't radiused yet, so there's a lot to come off that as well. Ha! A toothpick. Yeah, absolutely. No, it should be fine. Fret 5, we're down to 25, which is good, given that we're taking a couple of mils off there. And we want it just under an inch. So it's on an inch now, and it'll take it to just under an inch. And over here we've got big problems at fret 14 and 15. It's really thick there. It's about 27 as well. So we've got a bit of ways to go on the ends of this guy. So what I'm going to do, just to give you a bit of a guide, is I'm going to mark a pencil bring that pencil line down to here. Just splay that slightly. And what that's going to do is allow me to sand away until I meet that line there. So I've got to get rid of that meat there. And there's a little bit of meat there as well. Let's keep going. I've got to do it from the right angle, so I might just use, I'll just use the spoke shave for a little while longer. I might come from it from a different angle. It's okay. I need to be careful that I don't come off from the wrong angle. Go against the grain and chip the board. Chip the neck, I should say. Let me just strap this down. Let's get this guy down. Flip the camera over. You're laughing at me. You're laughing at me, Leslie. Well, I'll tell you what. If I see truss rod, then I'll break it up into small little pieces and send you a box of toothpicks for your next olive. What is it? Little piggy in a blanket party. Huh. Okay. We need to take some out of here. So I'm going to get from here. Just work this section here. So put it on the thick side. I'm going against the grain, so I've got to be very careful. I'll come back this way with the grain. Yeah, and that's nearly there now. It's really good. Okay, that's about right. Very gently, just shaving it nice and lightly. The rest could be sanded, I think. Need to thin out this end here. Double check that thickness, and then we'll sand it and obviously get the straightness. Okay, that's still a little bit on the thick side. I'll sand that now. Just to get the shape. The sanding will also show me how lumpy or uneven that back plane is, that spine, and then we'll be able to mark areas and take some more meat out if we need to. We've been going for about 45 minutes, which isn't bad. Let me just reposition this guy. Grab some sandpaper. I'm going to go a little bit coarse at 80 grit because I want to really take some bulk out as well. a lot gentler than this spoke shape. We'll take all the lumps out and all the streaks out as well. Whack a mask on because there's a little bit of dust there. Bogswitch, what's going on? Thanks for the follow.
going to tidy up the transitions on the sander, on the spindle sander. Take some measurements. $26, $25, $26. So we need a little bit more off each end. What's going on here? .9 of an inch. 0.9 of an inch. A little bit more. .24, that's good. That's really good. We've got the right width there to there, just this end here. Gonna lay a straight edge against it now. Okay, we're pretty close. Pretty close. So,
we're very close. What we're going to do now is check the shape. Remember, this isn't radius yet, so there's a couple of millimeters coming off this. This is down to under an inch now, which is just where I want it. And then with that losing a little bit, there's still a couple of high spots in the middle here. First fret looks really good. Down here. Okay. This looks good here. There's a little bit of a high spot just in here. I can see that, so I'll mark that. That's got to go. That's really high until about there. Okay, got to get rid of that little lump in there. And that's a result of that chiseling away there. So another quick little run through there, and we should be almost good to go. Very gently. Take a little bit more. Almost there, almost there. Check the shape. Lovely. Nice little C, flattish C. Here. Nice. A little bit of a high spot here. I'll grab a straight edge. A little bit more. Take that little bit more again. Couple of strokes of the shave. Even. That's pretty good. That's very good. Yep, that's taken that lump out. Give that a sand. about 90% happy with that. Let's have a look at the profile. Ooh. Willie, what is going on? Wills, what's happening? Good to see you. There we go. Now finally looking like a neck. Okay. Transition lines. Looks okay. Got to tidy up these areas here on the spindle sander. Get them nice and even. Its edge is still a little bit high there, but I'm going to sand some more and scrape some more. I'm going to scraper and just give that a light scrape. It's a lot gentler than the spoke shave. It doesn't take off as much. It just scrapes off little bits. Just where I want it to scrape little bits and get me that straight edge. Pretty good. Okay, there's our neck. Feels great. Feels really good. I haven't even, I've got to take a hell of a lot of that fretboard off too. So that's going to be nice and thin. And when I say thin, I mean playable thin, not too thin. There's enough meat there to get your hands around it. Now I've got reasonably large hands, but there's a little bit of room there. I can choke that as well and still have mostly cover the whole neck, which means it's not too thick. You don't want to be holding it. You don't want your hands being there, not being able to reach over the back of that top fret. You want to go over that fret easily. So that gives you a lot of, easily you can hit that top note easily when you want to in transition. It's not a wide neck or a thick neck which keeps your fingers like having to curl right around. It's nice and flat, so you can play a little bit quicker if you feel like it. Give me a second. There we go. So that's the neck. Now, we've got to do some more stuff. I'm going to cut away this headstock. What I want to do now is get the sander, just finish these transitions here and tidy that up before we finish for the day. So I'll do that quickly while I've got you here. Put my mask back on.
I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit. Be Bumstead, hydrate.
Oh my goodness, hydrate. I've got to get my water bottle. Wait. Cheers, big ears. Cheers, big ears. Thank you for that. Whew. Glug away. Very good. Thanks for that, Marky Mark. Very thoughtful of you. It does get quite warm when you're vigorously working away on that neck. I'm going to turn this sound down. I'm going to put this guy on because what we want to do is we want to quickly just tidy up that little transition area. So basically there's a little bit of bulk just there and just there. And of course a little bit of bulk just there as well at that neck and at that headstock end. And I just lightly feather that on the, and get that transition curve just nice and flat. This looks pretty good. With some hand sanding that'll be perfect. But we're at the point where it's nice and comfortable now. It's not too thick. You can see that. It's not thick at all. A little bit thicker there. Just tidy that up now. Turning the sound down. Mask on for Terry's sake.
And for mine.
This is a spindle sander, Leslie. It has a spindle drive. So it's a spindle sander. It has a spindle here that oscillates up and down, and as well as turning around. So it goes around and up and down like a corkscrew, and that just cuts out and shapes rounded, round cavities. Didymus, what's happening, Mr. Diddy? Okay, turning the sound down. let's turn the volume up and say that again. So what I did was I transitioned those things. You can see that there's a nice fall away now, smooth fall away, not a rough one. And those edges are blended in as well. And we just fine sand that now and get it nice and round and smooth. No bumps, no lumps, no cracks, no splinters. And we're pretty much ready to come back, in which time we'll have the abalone dots as well. We'll put them in, we'll radius this guy, and then put the side dots in and finish the headstock. And that neck is pretty much ready to be finished. We've still got to mark out the holes in the body. So let's have a look at that, what that looks like in the body before we go. I want to make sure that fits nicely still. It'll look more like a guitar now. Just pop this neck in and give you a look at what that looks like. There we go. Look at that. That's a nice fit. And that actually does look like a guitar neck now. Okay, you can see that how that sits in there. Okay. So it's starting to look like a guitar. There's our faux binding in that midnight blue, blacky blue. We're going to get that all around the edge, and then we're going to go a navy to a light turquoise in the middle, and that'll be fine. Alrighty, so let me see who's on. Before I say goodbye, I'll try and raid someone, as is the norm. It's getting there, Terry. It's getting there. Let me check. Thanks very much for being here, guys and girls. I appreciate all your support. Who have we got following? Nerdwino is on. I'm going to go to Nerdwino because he's a good guy. I like him. Nerdwino. Be good to one another. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you later in the week. Try Friday, my time. Thursday, your time if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. Catch you later, guys and girls. Bye for now.